Alright guys, I'm gonna set you down in my chair. So I own a 1994 Dodge Dakota. It's a V6. The engine purrs, you know. I don't know if you can hear it right now, it's in park. I actually had a problem with my catalytic converter, well, my transmission earlier. I had a problem with my transmission earlier, so I had to drop it and I had to take out the cat. But that's my truck in park. No rattling or anything right now going on. However, when I throw it into reverse, I want you guys to listen very closely. It is in reverse. The truck does not want to move right now, at least. Does not want to move. Alright, so I'm gonna put it back in. Oh wait, now it's reverse. My bad, guys. It fucking kind of got stuck. But listen to the whining. Okay. And now my truck is not going in reverse anymore. Alright, so... Okay. Alright, listen. Okay, so reverse kind of works. I just backed up like 30 feet. Alright, here's neutral. Of course, should do nothing. It's not doing anything. But you do hear that whistle. Alright, so I'll throw it into drive. And it's still not moving. It's kind of in one place. So, throw it into drive 1. It wants to go forward. Alright, it's inching forward right now. The RPMs are at 2,000 RPMs. I'm barely going like 2 miles an hour. It's going forward, inching, inch by inch. I'll let off the engine, see if it'll shift. It doesn't shift. Keep in mind this is drive 2. Okay, so it just shifted in. So now it's driving forward. But I'm going 10 miles an hour. And it's kind of just sputtering, okay? It's not allowing me to accelerate any faster than 10 miles an hour. Now I'll bring the car back to a complete stop. Okay, I'm completely stopped, and I'll start back, attempt to go. Now it does the same thing. It tries to go, and then it goes. If it wasn't doing this earlier, it didn't want to move at all. And it's going 5 miles an hour. Again, I'm in drive 2. So I'm gonna put it into drive 3. So I'll stop, throw it into drive 3, or well, drive 2. The last final drive. Alright, last final drive. It doesn't want to move at all right now. I'm kind of slightly stepping on my accelerator. I'm not getting any movement. So I'm gonna switch my car back to park and shut it off, and then restart it. Put it into reverse. Okay, so listen. I know that's a transmission. I just replaced the torque converter probably about a month and a half ago. But everything was driving nice and fine. It didn't start doing this until 2 weeks ago. But like I said, I replaced the torque converter because my truck was stalling. It's not stalling anymore, which is a good thing. So I don't think it's a torque converter. But some gear internally I think is not catching. But like I said, I'm backing up. I'm stepping on the gas to go backwards faster, but it won't let me. It's literally only going 3 miles an hour backwards. And now it's not going backwards anymore. Kind of just stopped. Alright, so it's in reverse still. I'll put it in neutral. Drive 1. So we'll see if it'll go forward. It wants to go. Come on. There. It's kind of inching its way. RPM just hit 2,000. It's a drive. It's just a drive. And that's 5 miles an hour. 2,000 RPMs. Again, the whistling. I'm barely tapping on my accelerator. I'm not pressing it down or revving it. So I'll just let off of it completely and press down on it again. And still nothing. I'll throw it into drive 2. Again, I'm getting nothing. No movement. Just high RPMs. A really loud truck. I don't want to wake my neighbors. It's really late. But this is the only real time I have to do this stuff because Thursday and Friday I have days off. Alright, so I put it back into drive. Alright, going reverse now. Not moving. I am not moving. Nothing is catching. So what I've been doing is I've turned off the vehicle completely. I've turned it back on, like after letting it sit for like 3 seconds. Then I'll throw it into reverse, and it'll catch. I don't know why, but it catches after you first start it. That includes drive as well, but you have to start it in neutral. But you get this horrible whining sound, like the engine is, or the transmission is crying. And you can accelerate backwards, like I'm going 10 miles an hour backwards after starting it. I'm actually going to end the clip right here because I'm actually going to park it in my friend's spot. Oh, okay. So it just stopped again. Not reversing. Up there it goes. Okay, just let it sit a second. Alright. My buddy has huge rocks in his front yard. I gotta move it to the side of the yard. Now I'm reversing. If it doesn't want to go forward sometimes, so the best way for me to move this vehicle right now is in reverse. I just replaced the transmission fluid. I did mix transmission fluids by mistake because I didn't realize this truck took ATF4, but it does. Alright, so I'm gonna put it in neutral, stick it in drive, see if I can go forward and get enough momentum to. Alright, well, hold on. I'll stop in neutral, turn off the car, and then turn it back on. It's park. Reverse. Neutral. Alright, I'll shut off the car. I am in neutral. I could literally get out and push the vehicle. I'm actually rolling forward, slightly on a hill. Start it back up, and I'll throw it into drive. And boom, the drive shaft it engaged, and I can accelerate. When I first changed it, I had I was able to accelerate up to 50 with like 2 quarts of fluid inside. I put 4 quarts of fluid in. I think the truck takes 5. But I'm basically just trying to get you guys input on what this might be, because I am lost. I've never owned a truck. I've never owned any other vehicle, so I don't have any background experience with this stuff. It's just, this is hard to like type in and have somebody understand. So, especially because I want you guys, wanted whoever can reply to know what the sounds are that the transmission is making. I can possibly get the transmission rebuilt, but if not, I'm gonna have to put this thing into a junkyard and let it go. But I really wish to keep using this truck. It's a really nice truck, inside and outside. It's just transmission is bad. I'm basically gonna go back to my buddy's house and park it in his side yard because I actually live a mile or two away from him, and my parents don't want it at their house just because their house already kind of looks like it could use some cleaning up. They don't need something else to make our LA County department people come out here and be like, oh, your yard looks disgusting with that truck. Alright, put it in park, turn off the car, start it, go to drive. See, I'm accelerating. I'm able to accelerate. I'm going 20, and I maxed out at 20. I've driven it around my block twice to see if this will cure it, but it doesn't seem so. It seems like it's just gonna over rev and all this other stuff. Once again, guys, any input would be helpful.